Hello, today I want to do a video on feeling the need to ask permission to eat. And that doesn't necessarily always just mean like, do you think I should have more of this, or is this okay to eat this much? But also in the sense of like, well, do you think I still like look sick? Do you think my BMI is still like in an unhealthy place? Does it look like my pants or does it look like my clothes are starting to fit me different? Those to me are all different ways of asking for permission to be able to eat. And if you're asking for permission to eat, there's a couple things going on there. One, you're really, really hungry, because why else would you be asking if you can eat? And two, you're looking for that permission from someone else. And if you're always seeking that permission from someone else to see or to make sure it's okay that you eat, you're not rewiring your brain, and it won't be a sustainable recovery, because you have to be the one who decides that it's okay to eat however much you want to eat, whenever you want to eat it, all the time. So as a coach, I get you started in that direction, right? And I give you that permission, and I reassure you that yes, that amount is okay, because I think sometimes it does feel like when you start recovery, it's like, are you sure I'm not going to explode? Or are you sure I'm not going to die eating this much? Are you sure that this is something I can actually do? Do people do this in recovery? Sometimes people will ask, like, can you do a what I eat in a day video? Or could you talk about like what you did eat in a day when you were in recovery? And I vaguely have talked about that. I think I've said how I eat. I'm not exaggerating when I say I ate about every 10 or 15 minutes throughout my recovery. And it wasn't celery sticks and carrots. It was like brownies and Pop-Tarts and bowls of cereal and ice cream and like food I was really actually craving, not safe foods by any means. But I think that looking for or watching the what I eat in a day videos that people will watch while they're in recovery is, again, seeking that permission to eat because they're hungry. So your recovery needs to be trusting people who have actually recovered. And when they say, yes, it's okay to eat as much as you want, and there is no upper limit when you're in recovery, and you have to let your body kind of direct you throughout that and your mental hunger, then you don't have to keep asking for that permission. But why do we ask? Because the eating disorder is pitching a fit, right? And it's like, well, if someone just tells me it's okay, then I can quiet the eating disorder for a minute and I can eat what I want. But you have to learn that skill on your own. And that just takes doing it. So when you're asking yourself, do I want more, or should I have more, or this is crazy, no one eats this much, to say stop. Clearly, if you're asking if you want more, you want more. If you're asking if you ate enough, or if you're still restricting, you're still restricting. If you're asking someone else if it's okay to eat that, if you didn't want to eat that, you wouldn't be asking that. So clearly you want to eat it, which means you need to eat it or you are restricting. So oftentimes we talk about like black and white thinking and eating disorders, and I feel like, yeah, it's not good to fall into black and white thinking, in the sense of like, if you're in recovery and you have a day where you don't do well, or you skipped your snack or whatever, that the whole day's blown and just give up, or you're never going to recover, like that kind of thinking. No. But when it comes to like, am I restricting or am I not, it's pretty black and white. If you want to eat more and you don't, you're restricting. If you wanted to eat a cheeseburger and you had a salad, you're restricting. If you wanted, even to the point of like, you really wanted a homemade warm gooey brownie, but you ate a cookie, you're restricting because you really wanted the brownie. That's mental restriction. And so you have to be so honest with yourself and not be seeking that approval and permission from other people. So that's the message that I feel has been kind of a theme from working with clients that I have today, has been looking for that approval and seeking it. And like I said, kind of at first, I kind of will continue to reassure and tell people that yes, that's okay, that's enough, because you need sometimes you need a picture painted in your head that like that quantity of food is actually a normal thing to do in recovery. And then once you experience that and you understand and trust that I'm not just making that up or just telling you that and no one else, then you start to be able to kind of develop your own ability to tell yourself that. And that reassurance and that kind of permission coming from you, that intrinsic permission, is what's going to get you and carry you through your recovery. So I encourage you all to be really honest with yourself and ask yourself, if you want to be eating more, then you need to follow through with that. and to catch yourself when you're asking for permission in various ways from other people, looking for that or seeking that approval that it's okay to eat that much. I would ask you to do your very best to withhold from that and force your brain to rewire by you actually making that decision and following through with that. So have a good day.